We are live, and today in the Online Entrepreneur Show, we have an amazing person. Obviously, I have already revealed the name of the person. His name is Sriram Benur. Lovely person. I recently met that guy, and I got so influenced with that person. I thought, let me bring that person into my show so that you all guys can benefit from him. Okay, now let me call that person on the screen, and here we go. Hey, Sriram, how are you, man?
Hey, thank you, Rahul. It's been fantastic meeting you in Delhi, and thank you for getting me in this show. Well, I'm super excited for this. Thank you.
Awesome, man. I love your energy. And just let me introduce you to the audience because I know audience is eagerly waiting. So let me tell you guys, Sriram Benur is an IT professional turned YouTuber. So how many of you are IT, from IT background? I know there are many people who are from IT background and also side hustling. So Sriram is an IT professional turned YouTuber with more than 1 million plus subscribers. And guess what? He has leveraged his YouTube channel, his digital marketing into his family, and now he and his family together have more than 10 YouTube freaking channels. That's brilliant, man. And Sriram has more than he has 3 gold play buttons and 6 silver play buttons. And one of the amazing things which he has done is he has more than 7 sources of income, right? That's mind blowing. And he also has his coaching platform where he has more than 2000 students. Sriram, I'm like, it's superb, man. It's superb, it's brilliant. So let me ask you, what is driving you every single day? What is your strong reason which is pushing you every single day on this journey?
First of all, Rahul, thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. So I need to really uh, say that you have fantastic energy, and the way you have been driving is just amazing.
Thank you so
So,
much.
what is driving me for doing this? In fact, like the passion to create content. Basically, the reason is whenever I create content, when people say that okay, it is helping them, and when I see those comments, right, it actually gives me more energy to create more, right? It's
Correct.
literally the audience feedback or my students feedback where they say that okay, they have been growing or they have been learning or they have been just loving my project. So that
Correct.
is something that adds more energy for me to create more and more content.
Correct. That's amazing. That's amazing. So when you started your YouTube channel, how did you got this idea? And you know I've seen most of the people are starting their journey from YouTube, but they're not able to push through this, right? I- I too have the same story. In 2018, I started with my YouTube channel, and there was this eligibility criteria that you have to cross those 4,000 hours watch time. I put my whole energy into it, and after 1 year, I could maximum reach up to 333 hours watch time, and I was demoralized. I thought this is not working for me. So what is that thing that you cracked, right? That could help you to reach that 1 million subscribers. What was that?
Rahul, probably I think I'll go back to the old story,
Yeah,
which actually drove me to explore many opportunities. I come from
yeah.
a farmer's family, so I think probably I was around 10-year old. So at that point in time, it was a routine that okay, I used to go to sell vegetables to a neighboring village, and I used to come back. And after coming back home, so me and my dad started working in the farm. So suddenly, my dad turns to me and says that, "Do not struggle like me in life." He said,
Okay.
get good education, get a good job, and lead a fantastic life, is what he said.
Okay.
At that point in time, I knew all the financial struggle what my dad was going through. Why? Because it was not really easy for him to give education for 4 kids, right?
Right.
So I had this dream. The moment I'm going to get into a job, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to give the best life to my parents, where they're never
uh,
going to worry about money. Now, that's the kind of dream that I had as a 10-year-old boy. Now,
uh,
while this thing was happening, there was an instance like where my dad had to pay my school fees.
mm-hmm.
So he didn't have money and he went to neighbor's home and he said, "Can you please lend the loan so that I can pay my kids' fee? And once the crops are going to come, I'm going to certainly pay you back." Now, the
Mm-hmm.
gentleman just looked into my dad's eye and said that, "Why do you want to really waste money on your kids' education?" Why
uh,
don't you make them to work in the farm? You're going to have somebody who's going to support you in the farm, and in fact, you're going to earn more
okay,
money.
correct.
Now, I'm so grateful to my dad that okay, he didn't listen to him. That's the only reason why I'm in front of you today, right? So, while this was happening, then it became more strong reason that okay, there should be something that I'm focusing
Uh,
on doing, right? So I did my education, and while I was in my third year
uh,
engineering, I got placed into a well-known IT company, Accenture. I'm sure you all would be
mm,
knowing that company, a great company
definitely.
to work with, right?
And just to interfere, Sriram,
Yeah.
guys, press that love button you have down there, because when you press that button, this interview will go and reach to lot many people, because I really want this interview to go to lot many people here. Yeah, man. Yes, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please continue.
So while that happened, like though I was selected in the campus selection, here's the funny part. By the
Hmm.
way, by education, I'm a mechanical engineer, right? But
Okay.
got placed in an IT company. But money was so important that okay, I didn't have any other choice. So I said, okay, let me just start my job in the IT company. Now,
Uh-huh.
within 2 years, I realized that job can just help us in making a living. It can never help in fulfilling all our dreams.
Correct.
Uh, Either you might have money but you might not have time, right?
Hmm.
In most cases you don't have time and money both with a job. Now if the audience, if you are listening, who are listening to this, if you agree, just comment as agree, right? So that's when I said that okay, I got to explore something else. Now what is the something else? So I thought okay, let me explore more on the online platform. So the
Uh-huh.
first idea that I got is like, why don't I buy and sell the domain names, right? Like real
Uh-huh.
estate, buying and selling the domain names. Now that
Okay.
was like the flop thing that did not really work out, or maybe I didn't explore more on that.
Uh,
Then
uh,
second thing is like I built websites
mm-hmm.
by investing around 25,000 or something. Again, it was also something like it did not give good results. Then one of my
Mm-hmm.
friends said, why don't you start with network marketing, which I also explored.
Network marketing.
Of-
Okay.
yes, I was part of it for 2 years. I earned good money. Then
Oh.
somewhere I felt that okay, I got to really explore on the digital platform. So that's how
Uh-huh.
in 2012 towards end,
Uh-huh.
I started with YouTube with the dream to earn around 3 to 5,000 rupees per month. Now that was the dream that I had, right? So
Okay.
the whole thing that drove me to start a YouTube was what I had told to my dad at the age of 10, right? And I'm truly grateful that it's only because of YouTube we have been able to lead a fantastic life right now. We have a beautiful house in native, a beautiful house in Bangalore, good cars to travel around, no loans. So I was talking to my dad and asked recently, how do you feel life 15 years back and how do you feel life right now? Right? So he literally had tears in his eyes and said that okay, now we have been leading fantastic life without worrying about money, right? So all
Fabulous.
loads of gratitude to YouTube. And since I have been able to grow leverage on that, now that has become my
Hmm.
passion, where I also coach on the same thing. So that's
Awesome.
a long story, but yes, that's how I started with YouTube.
Great. Fantastic. It was a lovely story. And, I could relate at so many points here. And, now you told me that you have created 7 sources of income, right? So
Yes.
how did it go? I mean, did you start with all those 7 sources of income on the first day, or how did it went? And if you can share some of the sources of income with us, if you're
Yes.
comfortable with that. I mean, the question which sometimes people ask me, Rahul, many big businessmen start this also, they go and they are into this thing also, they are into this thing also, so can we also step into 2 3 things so that we can get into multiple sources of income? But how does is this game played, of this multiple sources of income, if you can let us know?
Thank you, Rahul. So
Yeah.
when I initially started my YouTube journey, I only knew about earning money from YouTube, which is through Google AdSense. Okay, so that was the whole
Okay.
idea for me, and in fact, like it
Ad
almost took,
revenues.
yeah, it almost took around 7 to 8 months for me to see that small little growth over there. In fact, there is a lot of story that happened during that time. Now,
uh,
7 to 8 months, I saw a little bit growth in that, and for first 5 years, almost 5 years, I did not explore other opportunities because I was only
okay.
confined to YouTube. Then later I
Okay.
realized that okay, there is a lot of opportunities that is surrounding YouTube. So that's how
Correct.
one of the other
Hmm.
thing that I set up is like sharing the same content on Facebook and earning money from Facebook. Right now,
Oh, amazing. Uh-huh.
yeah, it's the same content that goes on Facebook. I have
uh,
Facebook followers of roughly around 1.5 lakh. even that page is monetized and I earn money from Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. Now while we have a
Great.
lot of audience who are connected, they started asking, okay, where can I
Uh,
buy the materials, where can I buy the tools,
uh,
right? So that
uh,
given me an opportunity to promote affiliate products, right? So that's
Fantastic.
my
Correct.
third
Uh,
source of income, affiliate program.
uh, uh,
Then
uh,
while I was doing this, then I thought, okay, why don't I create a digital products?
uh.
Okay, so that's where I started writing ebooks. Okay, from
Okay.
ebook I landed into writing, publishing a book. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's other source. Then into coaching, which is probably the one that gives me more happiness as well. So
Yes.
coaching is another thing. So that's how, like, I have been able to set up multiple source of income. I think probably I would have said 4 or 5, and again from the rental. So I constructed my house
Rental.
with the help of YouTube earning. So whatever house that I've
Great.
constructed in Bangalore, it's, I would
Mm.
say, it has been self-driven. Okay,
Correct.
so
Correct. Correct.
this house what I have constructed 2 years back, I invested close to a crore, I think, in building this. But the beauty
Uh,
is, I have put each and every video of this house in YouTube, which has around 1.8 lakh subscribers. Okay,
okay.
and every month it generates income, which takes care of EMI or whatever that is required for this home, right? So you could
Oh,
understand,
superb.
like, okay, YouTube channel, this house is completely from YouTube channel, so that's how it is. Okay, so
Fantastic.
so those are the kind of things that I've been leveraging and building as well.
Fantastic. You know, you
Yeah.
are now raising the bar. Yeah, you want to speak something?
Oh yeah, one other thing that I mentioned. Again, we once we start building our influence, right? We end up
Hmm.
getting a lot of sponsorships. Now that is something that
Correct.
can also pay a very huge
Correct.
amount. So that is one other
Correct.
source of income where we get a lot of sponsorships. We get requests from the brands, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
that's the beauty of it.
Amazing. So I wanted to say that you are really, raising the bars higher, or regarding the earnings a person can get from, digital platforms, and this is superb. You just said you created you earned this house, you created this asset just from the YouTube earning. That means just from one source. That's
Yes.
superb. That's superb. Now, I really wanted to ask this question because I too struggle in the same thing regarding YouTube, right? How, let's say somebody starts a YouTube channel. Now, what would you suggest to that person when it comes to step by step way, so that they can start earning revenues through this, right? So I don't mean to say just ads, just revenue through ads, but let's say even a person has 1,000 subscribers, still he can. Is there a way out so that he can still earn some money? And what is that step by step process if somebody has to create their YouTube channel and earn revenue through that?
Okay, great. So while we focus on earning money from YouTube, that's the same thought that I had while I was building my YouTube channel, and it
Yeah,
was taking a toss. Okay, I was not really getting that views and subscribers. Now,
correct.
as a person who was very consistent, I was putting a lot of effort, and I was doing everything that I felt is right, but
True.
still it was not growing. Okay,
Correct.
now
Correct.
that's
I
when I
can
realized.
resonate.
Yes, right.
Hmm.
So that's when I realized one thing, that I was desperate for earning money.
Hmm.
While we are desperate for earning money, our
Hmm.
focus shift from adding value to the money
Hmm.
part, right? Now when that happens, the real feel of creating content may not be there, right? Because we are
Hmm.
only focusing, okay, we are looking for the views, we are looking for the subscribers, we are looking
Hmm.
for earning. We are not looking
Hmm.
for how is this really going to impact somebody by our videos, right?
Correct.
So that's when I started thinking, okay, what is that, something different that I could do? So that's when
Okay.
I always put one thing that's in front of me, right, where I say passion
Uh,
first, right? So we got to
okay.
really have passion for creating content. Now don't
Hmm.
take it, every one of you who are building your presence on digital platform, if you focus only on earning money, you're neither going to have views nor subscribers, this is for sure. But when you focus on adding value, when you focus on doing it as a passion that you really love, that's when growth happens. Okay, so once I started doing that, that's when I started seeing small little results. And one most
Hmm.
important thing is, observe by your fellow creator channels, right? Say for example,
Hmm.
any niche that we are in right now, there are already so many famous YouTubers who are there,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
The best guide for us to get the information is just having a look at their channels, see
Hmm.
what kind of videos they are creating, and seeing
Hmm.
what kind of videos are really popular.
Okay.
It's a ready-made gift, right? So
Hmm.
YouTube has a feature like where you can quickly go to their channel, sort by most popular videos. The moment you
Hmm.
know which are the popular videos, you just
Hmm.
start creating that with more
Hmm.
passion, more love, and
Hmm.
certainly you'll start seeing the results. And one important thing while building a YouTube channel is the first 5 seconds matter the most. In fact, according to
Hmm.
YouTube, the intro is for 30 seconds,
Hmm.
but people decide in 5 to 10 seconds whether they want to stay on your video or not.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, so it should be something like the movie trailers, right? The
Hmm.
moment we
Hmm.
see a clip on Facebook,
Hmm.
if you don't know which is the movie, we probably search and watch it on the platforms.
Hmm.
Why?
Hmm.
Because
Correct.
that's the hook that is there.
Correct.
So for all the beginners who want to start a great YouTube channel, first have it as passion. Okay, don't
Uh,
be desperate for earning. Earnings will
okay.
automatically come when you focus on adding value. Second is observe your other channels who are in the similar niche, see what
Hmm.
are really trending, and
Hmm.
observe the first 30 seconds. If you can pay
Hmm.
attention to the first 30 seconds and if you grab that, certainly you
Hmm.
can scale up much faster.
Amazing. Amazing.
Did I
Very,
miss something
very.
else?
Yeah. Anything about SEO part?
Okay, so this is about how you can focus on the normal part. Now
Correct.
SEO also plays an important role, like how exactly your content is going to stand out. Okay,
Correct.
now say for example, I say that, okay, learn Facebook ads. Okay, this is
Hmm.
the content that I want to create. Okay,
Hmm.
now that's not very specific. Now if I say
Hmm.
learn Facebook ads in just 7 days,
Correct.
see it is time bound, right? Now
Hmm.
that is where people connect to more. Now if I ask you,
Hmm.
do you connect to
Hmm.
the first one or the second one,
Second one, absolutely.
right? So that's how, like, you need to really understand, like, when you're watching other channels, how
Hmm.
exactly they're writing the title. Observe using the numbers play a major role, right? Whenever
Hmm.
you quantify that, say for
Hmm.
example, something that you can do it in 10 minutes. Okay,
Hmm.
something that you follow and get the results in maybe 7 days, right?
Hmm.
So whenever it's the result oriented title and thumbnail,
Hmm.
you can go massive. So
Okay.
while coming to the SEO part, two things play a major role.
Uh-huh.
First is the thumbnail that we are going to create. It's something like this,
Hmm.
right? Whenever we go to any marriage, the most beautiful people who would appear over there are the people who are on the stage, because they would be the ones, like, where there has been a lot of attention that has been paid, right?
Correct.
So your thumbnail should also be something like that, where it is standing out. So one would invest maybe like a 1 hour, 5 hours, or 10 hours for creating a video. Unless we
Uh,
invest time in making a thumbnail which is going to stand out, certainly it is not going to pick up. That's one.
yes.
Second is focus more on audience retention. How exactly you can hold audience attention. Okay. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you focus on these two important things, rest everything are minor parts. Okay, you talk
Okay.
about any
Okay.
SEO part. Okay, these
Uh-huh.
two play a critical role.
Okay.
Why? Because YouTube has its own automated system to
Algorithm.
see
Correct.
the kind of videos that you're creating, the kind of content is there in the video, right? So
Hmm.
that's how it works.
Correct. Correct. I got it. So you mean to say if I handle this part of audience retention, and if I keep the good quality of my video, obviously if I have audience retention, that means it is sorting lot many things for me, right?
Yes,
So that is, if I could do that, YouTube will pick my algorithm, YouTube's algorithm will pick my video and it will automatically spread my video. So
yes.
uh, how much time does it uh, on an average takes to grow a YouTube channel from zero to at least 10,000 first, 10,000 subscribers,
Uh,
if we do
that's
everything correctly?
that's a very good question. So it actually depends upon multiple factors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first thing that I want to say is there have been a lot of creators right now. Okay.
Yes,
So
true.
while there are a lot of creators in each and every niche, it really becomes important that we really stand out. Okay. Now, say for example, we started doing it in the right way, and
Uh,
you start following everything.
uh,
It might take maybe 2 months for you to monetize your channel. It might take maybe around a year or two also to monetize your channel.
okay.
Okay. Now, coming to hitting 10,000 subscribers, It might happen
Mhm.
in just 2 months.
Mhm.
It can take 2 years also. Okay, so it
Okay.
varies from niche to niche. It varies from person to
Mm.
person. It varies from uh, the frequency of videos that are uploaded, right? In fact, like we have some students in our community where
Mm.
like the channel was monetized in 47 days.
Mm.
That's the
Amazing.
fastest we have, 47 days. Okay,
And what was that niche?
so that is into cooking, where people think that okay, cooking
Cooking.
is not so great right now, right? So less than
Fantastic.
less than a year, the channel has around 90,000 subscribers.
Oh wow.
Okay, and while there is one more channel which is more into
Mm.
entertainment, that
Mm.
was able to achieve 1 lakh subscribers in just 3 months. Okay,
Okay. Fantastic.
so that's how it goes, because like
Mm.
cooking and entertainment, you can see like okay, maybe there are a lot more audience. If YouTube picks up your niche and
Mm.
sorry, picks up your
Mm.
content and it identifies that okay, the content is
Mm.
great, it will
Mm.
start showing it to more people.
Correct.
Educational channels may take slightly more time. Okay,
Correct. True.
specifically say for example, if we are creating into one particular niche, right, small niche,
Huh.
in that case it might take a little bit more time as well. So again, it depends from person to person.
Mm.
I would always say that okay, do not judge your result with some other channel. Somebody
True.
may have done it in 2 months, you might take 2 years,
True.
but you never know. Third year you could be skyrocketing. Okay, and
True.
one important thing that I want to mention here, you did ask one more question,
Mm.
Rahul, earlier, like okay, so coming to the earning part. Okay,
Mm.
so you
Mm.
said okay, okay, how is the earning, another thing, right? Now earnings
Yes.
does not depend on the subscribers.
Correct.
Of course there is a
Correct.
criteria for you to earn
Huh.
money, right? You need
Huh.
1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch
Huh.
hours.
Correct.
So we had this interesting student in our community. In fact, like he was
Huh.
the person who came for our house construction. In fact, like the carpentry work.
Huh. Huh.
So I told him, Vijay, I see that okay, you are doing good work. Why don't you
Huh.
create videos? So he
Huh.
said, Sir, मेरे को English नहीं आता है.
Huh.
Right? So he said, I don't know English. So I said, I'm going to help you with creating the channel. I'm going to help you with learning editing. I'm going to help you how to upload the videos, everything.
Hmm.
He was very he was very good at learning, so he learned everything and he started creating videos. Right now he has
Hmm.
only 10,000 subscribers. Okay, those are okay.
Okay. Huh.
In 2 years, 10,000 subscribers.
Huh.
And the beauty is, okay, any guess how much he would have earned?
Uh.
10,000 subscribers, a carpenter.
Okay. So till
So
now,
I,
how much he would have earned?
yeah, from YouTube,
Okay, in 2 years.
2 years.
So if you are, if you are picking this story, maybe I will take a figure of 20 lakhs.
20 lakhs. Okay, great. So he earned probably around 30,000 from YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
And he earned more than 1 crore from the business what he got.
Amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
See, the reason is he does carpentry work, right? So
Huh.
people who saw his video, okay.
Huh.
So 10,000 subscribers means like, okay, there are so many people who are watching his video. So they
Hmm.
said, आपने अच्छा काम किया, why don't you come and do our housework as well, right? So
Huh.
that's how in a month he gets almost like 6 to 8
Hmm.
confirmed calls or something like that, from where he's been able
Hmm.
to generate business.
Hmm.
In one
Hmm.
year, 3 months, he earned more than a crore only from the business that he got with the help of YouTube channel, right? So
Fantastic. Fantastic. So
every
that
home,
me, yeah.
sorry,
So that means we don't have to focus on subscribers and try to reach on that 1 lakh subscribers or 1 million subscribers. We can, so you just now proved it that you can also generate revenue more than 1 crore rupees just from 10,000 subscribers, right?
100%.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That
And
was the
again, I would
craziest
like
part.
to
uh,
I would like to add
yeah.
one more thing. Monetization part you did ask earlier, right?
Hmm.
From when we can start earning money, right? So what if
Yes.
you don't have 1,000 subscribers?
Yes.
uh, Again, I'm going to give one more small example. Again,
Hmm.
he is a person who is into fitness. Okay, he's
Okay.
into coaching. Okay, so he just started. I think in 2 months he got roughly around
Hmm.
200 subscribers. Okay,
Okay.
from 200 subscribers, he got almost around 7 clients who started taking coaching from him on being fit. Good, only
Great.
200 subscribers, right?
uh,
But see, that's the kind of potential that is there. So
uh,
when you understand your content and when you
hmm.
understand genuinely adding that value, people
Hmm.
can see
Hmm.
your vibrations, and they would
Correct.
certainly love to get connected to you and get
Correct.
the
True.
needed
Hmm.
benefits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I had this shyness in me. I used to think that, I have so many less subscribers. When people will see my video, they will think, oh, Rahul has so many less subscribers, his videos would not be great. How many of you have this feeling in them? Just type relate. Just type relate if you could relate with me. And that was the reason when I thought, okay, let me hide my subscribers. But just now you break that myth. Is when people see your videos, they can see through it, right? They can see your passion. They can see we have someone here relating with that, because I knew
Yes, yes.
this is something which most people fear from, that I have so many less subscribers, why will somebody why will somebody trust someone who has less subscribers. But yes, definitely, I could see that people can see through you, see through your videos. And when I used to publish on my YouTube channel, people used to watch my video, and they used to come and ping me on Facebook, because I'm highly engaged on Facebook. And uh, this was happening, and I could see, yes, people can really relate with my content. They are trying to come on and want to talk to me. And this was happening. So that's something amazing, gold, really gold things you have put across here to my audience. And thank you so much for this. Now I really, you told me about your new launch, you know the book you had launched, and the topic, the book's name is YouTube Mastery in 7 days. Am I correct?
Yes,
YouTube Mastery in
that's right.
7 days. So can you tell us something about that book? How can we master YouTube in 7 days? I think
Okay.
this is something which you were just now also telling, that you should uh, put your thumbnails or your topics in such a way that they are time defined. Now I can see through it. So
Yes.
yeah.
So let me put a clause over there. In 7 days, you will understand everything that is required to build a powerful channel. Okay,
Okay.
but it takes time for you to see the result. Okay, now
Yeah, definitely.
YouTube mastery in 7 days. The reason why I came up with that is because, so one is to make sure that, okay, you are following that and you are completing in 7 days. See, sometimes what
Hmm.
happens is we just purchase a book and we start and we never end,
Correct.
because
True.
there is no
True.
timeline or goal that has been set,
Timeline. Yes.
unless somebody is really passionate about it. I'm a person
Correct.
who was not so connected to books earlier. The moment I used to pick up a book, I used to go for
Uh,
sleep, right? So that's how it used to happen. Now in YouTube mastery in 7 days, it has everything. So you talk
uh,
about strategies, you talk about
mm,
SEO, you talk about
mm,
the other ways of earning money, right? The complete video setup, how exactly you should be your
mm,
video structure as well, right? So even that
mm.
matters. If you watch a
Correct.
movie, right, they follow through a particular structure. There is a suspense part in
Yes.
the beginning, then there is the storyline, then there is again the suspense line, right? So in that way, videos also have that. So YouTube mastery book that is going to be there, it is going to give you
Mm.
complete clarity on how you can succeed with YouTube. Everything that is
Okay.
required for you, it is going to be
Amazing.
there in that book.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And you know, once you, I think it's yet to be launched in the market.
Yes, it is going to come in next, probably by mid August, it will be available.
Mid August. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I would love to, I would purchase few books from you definitely, and I will, give these books to my audience, because this is gold. If somebody can learn everything about YouTube in those 7 days and then implement it, that would be something fantastic.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Sriram, for giving us your time. One last question I would like to ask, and yes, if somebody has any question, particular question to ask from Sriram, you can put your question right now here at this moment. Just do it. Anything which I would have missed, you can ask it here. So, what I want to ask you, Sriram, is any single advice, any single whatever you want to give uh, to a budding entrepreneur, person who are people who are struggling with this entrepreneurship journey, they are hustling. Any one single advice that you think you can, give here so that it can help them in
So
this journey?
one thing probably I want to say is, whatever that we are going to build, either it could be a digital
Hmm.
platform or a business or something, I'd
Hmm.
always recommend that. go with a coach. Only then you can scale up
Okay.
faster. Now, a
Correct.
coach is somebody who can tell you what is that you're not doing right, right? So let me tell you, like initially when I started my YouTube journey, right, at that point in time, there was nobody called a YouTube coach, right? In
Hmm.
fact, like, there was no book called, there was no book available on YouTube as well, right? So in fact,
Yes.
like I did lot of trial and errors and mistakes, which took almost around 3 years for me to crack how to succeed with YouTube, right?
Correct.
So identify a right mentor in whatever you want to grow fast. Okay, they can in fact cut down your time by almost
Hmm.
5 to
Hmm.
10 times, right?
Definitely.
And your growth is going to be like you driving a Ferrari. Okay,
Hmm.
and not that old car like which is going to take a lot of time. So identify the right mentor. Maybe take time in identifying the right mentor, but once you identify,
Yes.
just follow 100% whatever they are saying. Okay,
Awesome.
so that is something that will certainly help you to get massive results.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sriram, for sharing all the golden nuggets here. And personally, I've also, got some help from you because I was not so focused on YouTube. Okay, we have a question here. What's the best length for YouTube videos and best background for a YouTube video? Okay, that is a much more specific question to you.
Okay, so that's a great question. What is the best length for a YouTube video? Now, if you understand from the analytic standpoint, and if you understand from YouTube, right, video anywhere that is between 8 to 15 minutes can perform well.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
something that is good. But for you to understand, right, one thing that I want to say is it is actually dependent upon the content what you're choosing, right? Now, say for
Hmm.
example, I'm going to prepare white rice. Okay,
Hmm.
now for me to show how to prepare white rice, probably it is going to take only 2 minutes. Now, if I plan to show how to prepare Hyderabadi veg biryani, then it might take maybe
Hmm.
15 minutes as well, right? So it's
Hmm.
always your topic that is going to decide the time. So go with that.
Correct.
Okay. Just because it should be 8 minutes, do not drag it.
Correct.
Okay.
True.
So, but the
Hmm.
ideal time or the best time is anywhere around 8 to 15 minutes.
Hmm.
Even if you can do it
Hmm.
for 6 minutes, it's great. But that's the time. But go with the amount of time your content is going to take. Okay. And one other thing
Fantastic.
that I want to say, of course, there are many videos from my channel as well where they're just 2 minutes. They have got
Hmm.
million subscribers, and there is a
Hmm.
video which is 3.5 hours. Still, it has got a million views, right? So
Correct.
it happens in every way as long as you have the right audience retention.
Awesome. So
Okay.
audience retention is something which is coming again and again. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we have another
Best
question. Can you
back.
elaborate?
Okay. So I think there is
Yeah,
one more
you.
question.
Yeah. There was also he was also asking
Yeah.
about background.
So best background for YouTube video, keep it natural, right?
Hmm.
Your
Hmm.
audience love to see your natural
Hmm.
way of being. Okay, so you really
Okay.
don't need the fancy green screen, bring
Hmm.
the fancy things, right? In fact, initially
Hmm.
when I started, I used to create video
Hmm.
in front of a plain wall. That's how I started.
Hmm.
And you
Hmm.
really don't need fancy gadgets as well, right? More than
Hmm.
80 to 90% of the videos are recorded using my cell phone itself. Okay,
Oh, brilliant.
though I have DSLR, I prefer to record
Hmm.
using my cell phone because it's more convenient. Okay,
Convenient. True.
so that's the beauty of it. And if you want to slightly upgrade, then I would recommend, like, okay, go for wall posters, right? So I
Okay.
think probably you can get it on Amazon. Okay, so if
Okay.
you're using a plain wall, then probably you can stick it at the back. It is
Hmm.
going to give
Hmm.
a lot more better appeal. You get like wooden plates kind of things as the
Hmm.
pattern. That's
Hmm.
something that you could do. Or maybe you can keep a simple plant around you. It is again going to
Hmm.
enhance your video look. Okay,
Yes.
be as simple as possible. Do not mess your area behind. The
Correct.
more clean,
Simple.
more simple, that is best.
Okay. Great. Fantastic. Now we have another question. Can you elaborate a little bit more about thumbnails? Okay, thumbnail is something which is curious. People are
Okay,
curious to know.
so can I quickly give a small demo here so that you get more clarity?
Awesome.
Okay, just give
Definitely.
me 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, so Sriram wants to show us a demo on thumbnails. So I'm not able to see your name, dear. Can you let me know your name? The person who has asked regarding thumbnails.
Yeah, so I have three packages in my hand. Okay, so I'm sure you're
Okay.
able to see this. If I ask you to
Hmm.
choose one among these three, which one do you choose? Red,
I'll.
white, or blue?
I think I will go with. Okay, let's see what audience says. But I will personally go with red.
Red. Okay, So red, okay, blue, white. So based on all the surveys that I have done, right,
Hmm.
more than 90% of them would go with red. Okay.
True.
Any guess what is inside this?
Chocolate.
Yeah, right. All the three packages are the same Dairy Milk chocolate. Same Dairy Milk
Hmm.
chocolate.
Okay.
The reason why we chose is because like this is standing out,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now your thumbnail also plays a similar role. There
Hmm.
are a lot of people who have created the same content. Content is
Hmm.
same,
Hmm.
but this is standing out. When your thumbnail is
Correct.
standing out, that's when people click on your video. So make sure you create your thumbnail where it is standing out. Okay, don't use too much text on your thumbnail. Keep it
Hmm.
minimal, and
Hmm.
let it be slightly natural. Okay, so that's
Okay.
when it can get a higher click through rate as well. Okay,
Amazing.
so I believe you got a clarity on that.
Yeah, that was a beautiful insight. And I think it's a game of colors, right? Red
Yeah,
color
so
is just has more visibility. Yeah. You want to add something?
so yellow stands out, red stands out. Okay,
Okay.
and again, depending upon the content, you need to see the choose the right color. Say for example, if I'm going to create a video on about Facebook, then I would
Hmm.
prefer my thumbnail to have the same pattern as Facebook, the blue white
Okay.
combination,
Okay.
right?
Great.
That's when people can suddenly relate to that color.
Yeah.
Okay, now if I'm going to create a video about YouTube, probably I would prefer a white and red because that's what people connect to it. Correct.
Correct.
So
Correct. Correct.
you also need to build your brand in such a way that where people can identify that the moment they see the thumbnail,
Hmm.
they should say, "Oh, yes, this is from this channel," right?
Hmm.
So that's
Okay.
how you need to
Yeah.
build. And the best tool is Canva. Canva is a
Canva.
beautiful tool using which you can
Hmm.
create stunning thumbnails, which are going to really stand out.
Great, fantastic. So I think my designer also knew about this red color. That's the reason he created our poster in red. So he asked me, he asked me what color you want. I just kept up to him. I just, you are the designer, you choose the color.
Good,
Great,
good, good, good.
great. Should we concentrate on YouTube shorts or long videos? Okay, yeah, that's
Again,
something.
very beautiful question. So of late there has been a lot of attention
Hmm.
on reels and shorts and other things. Of course YouTube
Yeah.
has shorts fund as well. Okay, so that
Hmm.
means if your shorts are going really viral, you can earn money from
Hmm.
shorts as well. But
Okay.
for you to build that great audience, okay, and to get that consistent income over a period of time, always focus
Hmm.
on long form content more, and in between you create the shorts. Okay, now don't have too many shorts
Okay.
and less of long form content. Your
Correct.
focus should be on long form content and then shorts.
Okay. So shorts might help us to bring more and more subscribers. Does
Yes,
that work in
so
that way? Okay.
so shorts will help
And
you to get more and more subscribers.
reach.
Long video will help you to get more watch time.
Correct. Correct. True. True. Okay. So one more last question. For a teenager, which one would you suggest? YouTube challenges with friends or travel outdoor blog? Which one to stick with? I'm
So
not sure
that's
what is he
okay.
asking.
YouTube challenges with friends or travel outdoor blog.
Acha, he's
Okay,
trying.
see,
Probably he's asking a niche. Hmm.
okay. So first is you need to understand what your kids are really connected to. Okay.
Hmm.
So what is their passion? Now I can
Hmm.
ask somebody to do a particular thing, but if they're not connected to that, then you are not going to get the best out of
Hmm.
it. Okay. Now,
Correct.
second, when it comes to travel and outdoor blogging, if you start doing as blogging, it might take a little bit time to grow. Okay, unless you are creating such a content like where it is getting good number of views. Okay, so only then you can scale up faster. Vlogs, I would recommend that. Okay, consider it as a second thing. Start
Hmm.
focusing on one particular topic where the YouTube can understand that. Okay, this channel is focused on this particular niche. Okay,
Hmm.
now say for example, maybe. With respect to kids, maybe like you are helping your kid to teach how to draw. Okay, drawing is
Hmm.
one focus niche. Okay, so
Hmm.
something like that where it is focused more, that can help you to get faster results.
Okay.
Again, challenges
Okay.
are great, that is something that you can do, but do consider what they really connect to.
Correct. That is true. Yes. So I think now I was planning to keep this live up to max up to 20-25 minutes, but audience is so engaging here that we had to take it up to 40 minutes. So thank you. If there is any other question, just type it and we can, answer it later. So thank you. Thank you so much, Sriram, for giving me and my audience, your valuable tips. And YouTube is something which people really, it's a huge ocean which people really want to know about more and more and more and more. And you really helped us in a lot of things. So thank you so much, Sriram, for giving your valuable time.
Th-
Thank
thank
you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Rahul, for bringing me on the show. I really loved this, and I really want to thank each and every one of you who have been watching this. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Have a great day,
Thank
brother.
you. You
Take
to have
care.
a fantastic day.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. Bye.